Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Mitch, and today I want to talk about one of my favorite things to do, which is something called yield farming. If you don't know what any of these, things I'm talking about are, maybe just, I would suggest go on YouTube, type it in, and there's tons and tons of videos so that you can learn. Okay. So let's talk about yield farming on Cronos. Now, Cronos is the blockchain for crypto.com, and we all know what crypto.com is because it's all hype right now. And with good reason. They're taking over the Staples Center in Los Angeles, which I think is really big for crypto. It's going to put it, mainstream in the public. I think a lot of other businesses are going to follow suit and start getting, more into crypto. And I think that's a good thing, especially for us that are, mining, staking, collecting coins, things like that. I think it's going to be great. So, VVS is what we're going to look at right now because that's what I'm farming, right? And if we take a look at VVS on DeFi Llama, VVS has 75% dominance in TVL, total value locked, on the Cronos chain. So it looks like this is going to be the DEX, decentralized exchange, that we're going to be focusing on. VVS is going to be the native token for the DEX. Just like how Cake is the native token for PancakeSwap, which is the main DEX for Binance Smart Chain. Now, Cronos just started, I think, not that long ago. So, we're all very early. And if we take a look at the chart for VVS, of course, it did dump if you bought up here. Like any coin, they always start, way up here. They go up or they dump, and now it's just going down and down. And now it's a good time because it looks like it's already floored. It could roll over and start going down more, but, it could go up from here, as I think this has been the floor, but we'll see. Either way, I'm not selling. This is long term for me. We're gonna go over to the farm where you farm it. Where is it? Here. So I have about 11k in here that I'm using as liquidity to farm these tokens, right? I'm using Crow SHIB and Crow WBTC. I'm earning a total of about 900% APR at the moment, which is, a little over 2% a day, which comes to about, what's that? Just a little over $200 a day farming, but I'm not selling these tokens, the VVS. I'm just collecting them, and then I'm gonna stake those, right? So you're earning gains on top of gains, which is great. So if you don't know what liquidity, adding liquidity is, or providing liquidity in farms, that's what farming is all about. You basically add liquidity, and you farm a token. In this case, VVS. So what you're going to want to do is add equal pairs. That's how you farm. You basically add equal pairs of each coin. You pool them together. You use that liquidity to farm the tokens. So in this case, let's say you want to put 5,000, let's say 10,000. You're going to want to get $5,000 worth of Crow, and you're going to want to get $5,000 worth of WBTC. And then you pool those together, and you earn the tokens. So what I'm doing is I'm collecting these. Let's do an example. I'm gonna harvest, right? And the network is congested. All right. Looks like it's not gonna let us right now. Hold on. Dang. That's not good. All right. Anyway, we'll try that later. So what we want to do is go, once we've collected our coins, right? You can either sell them, right? Or what you could do is go here and, stake even more. So what I've done, I think the network is slow or something's going on. That's right. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, that should work now. Hold on. Let's try it out. Yes, it's gonna work. Okay. So we're gonna confirm that. And let's harvest these tokens. So we're harvesting about $50 worth of VVS coins. Sorry about that. Let me just turn that down. Okay. So what we're gonna do is go over to mines. So you can see here I've harvested this much VVS, which is, you know, around $325 at the current price. And then what I'm gonna do, max, so about $54. We're gonna put that back in here. So that's gonna cost. So every time you make one of these transactions, it costs about 1 crow. You know, you just saw there was 2 crow, almost 2 crow. So, you know, what I'm doing is, you know, although I'm farming, you know, I'm farming about $200 a day of these coins. So, you know, every so often I'll just sell $20 worth just so I can, you know, even more, just sell a little bit to put into crow. That way you can use it for gas and push transactions and, you know, that kind of stuff. So there we go. Now I'm earning, apparently I'm earning 15,000%. Okay, that's APY. There's a difference between APR and APY. APR is your percentage for the year, and APY is your percent yield. That means if you're compounding every day, right? So if you're compounding every single day, your yield will end up being this 15,000%. But you got to remember that this is always changing. This number was, you know, much higher yesterday. I think it was double. So the time to farm is right now, because you're going to be getting these crazy numbers, right? So even in my farm here, you see 300%, 60 or 600%. I think, you know, in the next couple weeks, these numbers are going to be significantly lower. And then, you know, that's when you decide what you're going to do, if you're going to continue to stay in the farm or not. Yeah, so that's basically it. That's my first experience, you know, farming on Cronos. There are a lot of other different farms on Cronos. But I think for now, I'm going to stick with this because this seems to be, you know, if you take a look at the whole Cronos chain, you know, VVS has 75% of the total value. So, you know, yeah. And I think that's all I have for now. Let's see what happens. I'm curious to see, you know, how this will turn out. I'll probably stay in this farm for, let's say a month, see what happens. And one thing you also have to consider when you're getting into farms, and if you don't know what impermanent loss is, you know, I don't want to get into it and explain it in this video, but what I would suggest is go on YouTube, search impermanent loss, and that will give you a better understanding. That's something that you really do need to know before you get into farming. Maybe I'll cover it in another video, but for now, let's just leave it at that, and happy farming, and let's see how it goes. See ya!